right, today marks 100 days since President Trump first announced the so-called Liberation Day tariffs in April, but most of those tariffs aren't in place yet after the president paused and then pushed their deadlines. Scripps News business and tech correspondent Maura Barrett is on the story. And Maura, what is the latest on the tariff timeline?
Well, it's been more than 3 months since President Trump initially rolled out and announced those new tariffs in that Rose Garden speech. But since then, like you said, he's pushed the deadlines and rates on different countries have changed as well. And so this tariff whiplash has been very frustrating for businesses who are unsure how to plan ahead.
They're going to be dropping those tariffs.
President Trump announcing new tariff rates this week on more than 24 countries, set to go into effect August 1st. The president sending letters to trading partners, informing them of those new tariffs, including increased rates on Japan, Canada, and Brazil. The president saying he hasn't moved the deadlines.
It's always been August 1st. It wasn't a change. It was August 1st.
But after the White House paused most of its initial tariffs in April, it set a July 9th deadline on trading partners and promised 90 deals in 90 days, a goal it failed to meet. Now, even some Republican lawmakers are concerned with the tariff whiplash, even as they continue to stand by the president.
It'd be really good to get it behind us and to get some stability into what we'll be looking at for tariffs.
The uncertainty of this is starting to wear on people, particularly with supply chains.
The tariff limbo is frustrating business leaders, says Professor Rita McGrath.
They're tearing their hair out. Absolutely. You know, they won't say so in public, but behind the scenes, how can you plan when, you know, one day it's 125% and the next day it's 200% and then the day after that it's 25%?
Isaac Kitzroni is the CEO of a sourcing company and says the uncertainty is the most challenging factor for companies.
What I hear most people complain about is not the fact that we have the tariffs, right? It's the fact that they're consistently changing.
Despite tariff deadlines being pushed, they're already impacting many businesses. 57% of major companies said tariffs have squeezed their profits, according to a May survey. And 3 in 4 say they're considering upping prices by at least 5% over the next 6 months. And you'll likely remember back when he initially rolled out the tariffs in April, it really rattled the stock market. But it seems like Wall Street is looking past the tariffs now. Amidst all of these new announcements this week, the market stayed pretty stable. One supply chain expert telling us that he thinks investors are looking past the tariffs and are waiting to see if and when they take effect at all, Lori Jane.
And Maura, the president has also talked about broader tariffs on certain goods and products. Do you know about some of those?
He seems to always be adding to the list, right? He did mention that there could be a 50% tariff on copper coming into the U.S., but there's no date assigned to that yet. He also previewed a 200% potential tariff on pharmaceuticals, but that could be something that's more like a year down the road.
All right, Scripps News business and tech correspondent Maura Barrett, thank you so much.